Hey there guys, welcome to the next game review. I'm Blake, and today we will be reviewing the Xbox version of Star Trek Legacy. In my opinion, it's a what am I thinking of the word? Remake of Star Trek Encounters for the PlayStation 2, and really enjoyed this game. I still haven't completely finished the game yet, but what I have done, I really enjoyed. So, I'm just going to jump. What am I doing? I'm just going to jump right into a skirmish mode, just to kind of show exactly what it is. So, if you haven't guessed yet, this is, of course, it's based on Star Trek. This is a game where you fly ships around, and the whole game takes place in the ships. And yeah. So, just trying to go through the rules, figure out the controls 100% again. I would just go for a 10-minute match. Let's go 5 respawns. I have a problem with that. I don't know, we should fight. Obviously, not the Federation, and how do I fight Romulans? So, here I can assemble my fleet. They've got, the cool thing about this is they pretty much have almost any ship you can think of from Star Trek. A lot of the big ones that you can remember: Constitution refit, that's Enterprise, Kirk's Enterprise. Yep. Intrepid, that's Voyager from Star Trek Voyager. That's Enterprise B. That's the Enterprise C. That's D, and that's E. And you probably saw it back here, they have the USS Defiant from Deep Space Nine. And wherever I can find it, they have, no, it's not in here. They have the NX class too, because I'm in a different mode. But you can choose anything but anything. You can set it to however many command points you want. So I'm gonna kind of just flip through and grab a few ships that I like. I like this one. I don't know how to pronounce that. So, yeah, we'll just jump right into gameplay. So, as a difference from, in my perspective, what the prequel to this game was, unlike it, you can control 4 ships at once, as opposed to just one and kind of shifting through. You can control all 4 of these ships in your fleet. So I'm going to select my entire fleet and figure out where the enemies are. There's some stuff. Oh, so these are the Romulans, so they're going to be invisible. So my whole fleet over here, and warp speed.
Captain, we're dropping out of warp.
I split my fleet. So, look, it's Jupiter. High points of this game, of course, are your ability to have, you know, as many ships as you want. You have the variety of enemies, a variety of locations. It's really a fancy game. Now the graphics, once we get into some combat, I'll show you. I think we just found the enemies. We're gonna get out there and try to get into some combat if we can. I'm gonna try to get my entire squadron moving. So, yeah. Pardon the boring start to this game, but I'm playing sort of a game of hide and seek with these enemies over here. So, do excuse. It might seem boring.
Setting
But,
course now.
yeah, this is a good game for people who enjoy Star Trek. If you like it, it's definitely your type of game to play. I'm gonna kind of talk a little bit about the story mode, because that is another part of the game I really enjoyed. The story mode takes place with all types of, all the different generations have their own story mode, and they all kind of intertwine. There's like a common foe, and there we go, some combat. Some combat situation here. I'm gonna try to get close. So I was saying, the story mode, all 4 parts of the story, all the generations of Star Trek sort of have combined, have their, I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think, they're all intertwined. There's a common foe, and you kinda mingle all 4. Like, once this generation, you know, once Enterprise is finished with it, then Captain Kirk discovers, and then you Picard, and you get, you know, if you're a Trekkie, it's definitely something to get into, because it's a nice, refreshing storyline. It sort of gives you an origin to the most feared enemy in Star Trek, which is the Borg. And I'm having difficulty with this enemy. Oh, never mind. And see, you can, anytime in combat, shift to another ship, and whoa, I just flew right through the debris. I think I took some damage too. And you see, I'm gonna wait until we get some damage on one of these ships to actually show you. I really love how the company that made this made the graphics. Every bit of damage to your ship's hull is accounted for. Like, I don't think it's showing on Voyager yet, even though Voyager's been hit, but it's really some elaborate graphics that they've got going on. Maybe I'm too good to get my ships beaten around. Minus, of course, Voyager. Let's see what this guy's doing. So, this is, again, this is just skirmish mode, which is in a free-for-all combat. If you don't want to do the story mode right now, you can... I like to think of this as a way to test out ships. You can decide, you know, is this a ship, you know, that I want for my fleet? Because in the game, you build your own fleet of whatever ships you want. So, this is a perfect way to decide, is this the ship I want in my fleet? Ow. Well, that guy's just running from me, so I'm gonna see if he likes torpedoes. Come on. Not over here. Definitely the details on the ships is something I gotta give an A+ to. Details, sound effects. I'm a sucker for sound effects in games. And, oh boy. Wow, we're really close to the edge. I don't think any of my ships have taken any severe damage, so I still can't show you, but they will have the hull breaches. If you get hit, you know, you'll start venting, you'll have a plasma fire. Voyager's still showing no sign of damage, so it's a good thing at least. I'm gonna try to get everyone moving toward the common enemy over here. Let's see what we got there. I'm gonna see if I can get Voyager into some real combat, because she's my big ship. So this game has a lot of refreshing concepts. Here, this menu does allow you to modify all your power resources. I like to divert power between shields and weapons. I think those are the 2 most important things you'll need in this mode of the story. Each ship does have different features. There are tractor beams for ships. Depending on what you are, you'll cloak. I think they're trying to cloak up there. I'm gonna pull them out. You're not cloaking. There, I don't know if you heard that, but that is another thing I really like they put in this game. banter between the factions. If you pick a ship, like I picked Voyager, or the Intrepid class, but I made sure the name of the ship was Voyager, and that wasn't just because I want to have a familiar ship. Well, it was because I want to have a familiar ship, but it was also because when you have a ship like this that's familiar to the series, that was an important ship in a TV show, they actually had the actual people who were voicing the captains of those ships you have voice acting in this movie. Captain Kirk, William Shatner played Captain Kirk, and he was, you have the Enterprise, his Enterprise, you will have Captain Kirk. This has, Janeway. They have, Repair. They have, Patrick Stewart, Patrick Stewart playing Captain Picard. They've got Cisco, whoever was acting for him. I can't remember everyone's name, but yeah. I'm trying to see if I can get this guy. See, Voyager's tough. But see, I love the details on this ship right here. Look, it's doing complete barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. Romulan ship. Do a barrel roll. See if I can get up to Bam. And I love the environments in this game. This particular environment, I did not realize it, is filled with nebulas. Nebulas in this game will disrupt ship systems. They probably touched on that a little bit in the series, but they made it seem like nebulas were like the perfect hiding space. This game kind of puts in a little different, more scientific twist on it than a sci-fi twist, saying, you know, these nebulas actually have stuff in them that will hurt your ship. So, wow, I'm doing really good. I don't know if I set the difficulty too low. I don't even remember setting the difficulty, so forgive me there. But this seems a little easy. And wow. These enemies are just getting their butts kicked. So we have about a minute left, and then get to show any sort of damage or anything like that. Come on. I'm gonna divert power away from my shields. To see if they'll attack me. Shoot me. My shields are down.
Photons are loading, Captain.
Where's another Romulan ship? Better not be the only one left, because I'm gonna be mad. I think it is. Well, darn. That was 10 minutes. So, I'll run in another thing to show you. Here they do have extras in here, which kind of gives you little snippets of the idea. Campaign, or I'm not gonna pull up campaign. They've got, you know, the whole campaign. Multiplayer, this is another thing. They do have ranked matches where you can play. They have whole leaderboards of people who have done, you know, good on this game, which is an interesting thing. They kind of have like a ranked community. A downside to this game, no co-op multiplayer. There's no, like, you can't go split screen on this. That's the thing I guess I'm getting at. You can't go split screen on this game. Yeah, I did AI medium. I'm gonna play against Klingons because I find them more difficult. But you can't go split screen on this game, which is a real disappointment because, you know, I got siblings, so, you know, we all gotta play together, and, you know, it gets annoying when you have a game that looks like it would be fun to play multiplayer, but you can't. So that was a disappointment when I got this game. I'm gonna get 4 new ships. How about we get the Defiant class? And do I want the Norway? See, this is the fun thing about this. You get to pick ships, whatever ships you want. I think I'm gonna get the Akira class. You get this whole gallery of ships to pick from. It's really fun to go through and design your own fleet. Really, I really like that about this game. Unlike the other game where it's chosen for you, so, you know, that's the thing. And just look at that beautiful detail on the ship. It's wonderful. These really, you know, amazing. They get like every little detail on these ships. So I'm gonna set up my fleet in advance. See, we have all these little, they have a bunch of random things around. They have the planet and engineering station. That's another thing in this game. You can, in the campaign, they have sections where you will have to teleport, or you will have to transport members of your crew to a foreign area, you know, as a part of the campaign. So I'm gonna get my guys out of this nebula and into this safe asteroid field. Look, I love this. Let's get the speed. And uh-oh, we're going the wrong way. Klingons are in there. Crud! Everyone, turn around. No, oh, I'm going warp speed, but I really like that, the warp speed. We're gonna leave the. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into that. I didn't see. Alright, everyone turn around, and whoa, you're getting too close to me, man. Personal space. But I love the warp speed. You know, you just kind of get yourself settled, and I feel like Star Trek. Come on. Come on. Warp speed. I love it. Whoa. Here we go, surprise attack. Get into some combat here. The guys are on their own. See, the Akira here is getting his butt kicked. So what happens is a thing in the game. You have to pay attention to every ship in your fleet. And the Enterprise C, no, or the Exeter, that's what it is. Look at the front. Or is it the front? No. I'm trying to find an example of battle damage on these ships. Try and get you a look at. It's really cool how they did this. There's some more banter going on in there. Let's just. Where's the Akira? There's no examples of battle damage. That's really a cool thing that they put in. Well, there's the Akira blowing up, so we don't get any battle damage. We just explode. What a lazy ship. Not even damage. Whoa. And yikes. Getting some massive combat in here. Huh. This just gets addicting. Ow! Ow! Thankfully I have shields. Let's repair the hull. Uh-oh, our hull's been compromised. That's a bad sign. Let's blast some phasers at the enemy.
Captain, Klingon vessels.
Although, if you are a Trekkie, you'll be like, you know, this isn't all Star Trek, so that is something some people will find wrong, is it's all combat and no diplomacy, which is Star Trek. It's not just a shoot phasers and launch torpedoes and that's all, you know. But that's all this game is, because who wants a game about diplomacy? So I'm gonna see, I'm not entirely sure how long this video is even going to be. A couple of 10-minute matches shouldn't have been too long. But yeah, you can just enjoy the little show of the game here. Ow. See, I'm trying to get an example of battle damage. Let's get the Defiant in there.
Akira, standing by. Defiant, standing by.
Our shields can't take many more hits, Captain.
Enemy vessel detected. Stand back and fire phasers.
Captain, hull integrity is severely compromised.
Lock phasers. Klingon target destroyed.
This is a nice thing I like, is, uh-oh, have my engines cut out? A nice thing about this game every ship's different. You can tell with, last few minutes I've been talking, kinda, in the zone, what to do. But this ship is incredibly maneuverable. It flies around without even any without much ease, or with a lot of ease, without any really difficulty. I mean, you're just flying, going.
Setting course now.
You know, out with a ghost ship, huh? And then you get a big hunky ship like this, having difficulty moving around. And the difficulty is getting its butt kicked right now. So, oh no! Well, poo. Bad things are happening. See, this is fun. This is what gets me into this, is that every battle's different. I handled the Romulans real good in the last match, and here I'm getting my butt kicked. There's battle damage, finally. Check out I love how it does that. I gotta get out of here. We're going to sit out here at all stop, put all the stuff on the shields, and wait. I'm going to see what I can do to fix this. Shoot you with some quantum torpedoes. Let's run into you. No, sadly this is no damage, so. Oops. Ah! Mighty is my starship, so here, have some lasers. Eat phasers. Ah, no. See, there's more battle damage. It's all specific. It's pretty neat, because it's like wherever you get hit, that's where it's going to show the damage, and I love that. Come on. Torpedoes. I don't know what those are. Energy collectors, it's neato. They put some different things into there for you. Uh-oh. I'm getting into a combat situation that I don't want to be in. Let's see what I can do with the Defiant. Pew, pew, pew. So, with these game reviews, I apologize that we have no definite timetable on exactly when we're going to get these up. We're trying for Mondays, either weekly or bi-weekly, but since currently I'm the only one who's really working on this, uploads could be slow, but I promise that I'll get these in. I'm not gonna stop on this project. This is a thing that I'm dedicated to right now. I'm gonna trade enemies with you. Okay, I guess we won't trade enemies. Let's work together. Where is he? Come on. Oh, okay, 2-minute warning, so hasn't been that long. Was that my ship? Nope, that was theirs. See, it's getting complicated for me. I have to pay attention to every ship in my fleet and move things around accordingly, and I won! Whoa! Victory dip. So, somehow I managed to win that. Huh. Well, it's as good a time as any to end the video. You can leave suggestions in the comment section for other games for us to try. You know, it's kind of restricted to what games we have, but you know, Christmas is coming up. We'll just ask for what you want. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.